Previously on the practice.
If he takes me out, I don't want you to let him walk. If I'm dead, you let someone know what happened.
Russell said if anything happened to him, tell the police about Derek Grant.
The client told you what happened in confidence.
It won't matter if he's dead. There's a man named Derek Grant. We're asking you to question the guy.
Derek Grant was shot to death 2 nights ago on the corner of 128 and Linden.
You ordered me to tell the police.
If I was dead!
I thought you were dead.
Russell Hampton, you're under arrest for the murder of Derek Grant. You have the right to remain silent.
When this started, all they had was a dime bag of crack.
They couldn't charge you with murder if you didn't keep killing people.
You gave me up!
You should get some rest.
I'm fine. You guys don't need to worry.
Your cellmate dead. Your fingerprints on the knife. Your confession to the murder. We don't win this one, Ray. This is a case we plead to.
Go over it again.
This is getting really boring.
Not to me. I love court days. Beats watching TV. Food's better than state prison. I could hit on you.
Guard.
No, don't call the guards. I know about the guards.
Don't screw around with me, Ray.
I didn't tell you before because I was scared you wouldn't believe me. The guards set up fights between inmates and bet on them. They wanted me to fight Bauman. But before I could tell anyone, they killed him.
Are you saying they framed you?
You don't rat out the guards and live. But I got no choice. I can't do more prison time.
If you're saying you have a defense, I need to know. Is this true?
No, but I sure as hell had you going.
You're an idiot.
Come on, it's a winner. We can get a jury to buy it. We've done it before.
When we had a defense, Ray. Look, if I can get a plea deal to 10 years on top of your current sentence.
10. Plus 3 on my robbery charge. I can't do 13 years. I was serious about that. I can't do the time I got left.
Ray, when you get convicted this time, it's mandatory life. So you either let me make a deal, or you have to start getting used to the idea that you are going to die in prison. It's your choice.
There's nothing you can challenge?
His confession was voluntary and vividly incriminating. And you can forget self-defense. He admitted the victim was asleep when he stabbed him.
Why did he do it?
He won't tell me.
How many times you represented this guy?
Well, this makes 4. And to be honest, I've always liked the guy. But since he's been in prison, I don't know.
After a while, it drives them all crazy.
He's agreed to let me try and plead it. Good morning. What the hell are you doing here?
I told you he'd come back too fast.
Hello to you too, everyone. It's good to be back.
Hey, Bobby. You look bad.
Nice, Jimmy.
Why don't you drop the macho crap and go home?
Lucy, get me the Cheswick file. When Eugene gets in, tell him we need to go over the finances.
No deal. My case is way too strong.
Can't you just once be reasonable? If he pleads, he will serve 13 years before he's even considered for parole.
He committed cold-blooded murder. He ought to stay in prison for life. Plus, it's only a one-day trial.
Eleanor, don't beg this guy. You got a real stick up your ass.
Shut up, Ray.
You know why I bet you suck? Because people hate arrogant. Now me, juries love me.
That last jury loved you.
I pled to the robbery charge. I had no choice. They had me on videotape. I've never been convicted by a jury. We can beat this chump.
No, we can't.
Collections are down.
Welcome to the recession. Clients are hurting. Some firms in town are taking 50 cents on the dollar.
I can't afford to be out anymore. Anybody out there need my help?
Eleanor's got a trial that's going to plead. Everybody else is covered. What's your schedule?
Don't you start now.
For now, you shouldn't be taking any criminal cases, Bobby.
Excuse me?
Before you go back into a cell with another client, we think it would be best for you to get your legs back.
We think?
Bobby,
Wait a second. You and Lindsay got together and decided how I should practice law?
No. The whole firm decided this.
Well, do me a favor. Next time my firm plans on discussing my career, let me know. I'd like to be there.
Give him time.
he won't give himself time. He won't even talk about what happened.
Your husband's not real big on sharing his feelings. Or hadn't you noticed?
I noticed that he feels like we're attacking him.
He probably does. Right now, he's something he never wanted to be. A victim. It's not easy for him to deal with. You know that.
When I defended him before, he listened to me. Now he won't take my advice or help me develop a usable defense. I can't, in good conscience, continue to be his lawyer.
This is a ploy to get a continuance.
Mr. Lowe knows I have a real conflict.
I know your client doesn't have a defense.
I don't care what you know. I care about Mr. McMurphy. He's the one facing trial. Sir, are you and Miss Frutt having problems?
Thank you for asking, Your Honor. Sorry. I get nervous.
That's all right, son. Take your time.
It's just that she wants me to plead guilty, and I want my day in court.
Are you pressuring him to plead?
Frankly, yes. As his lawyer, I have a duty to stop him from pursuing a trial he can't win.
But that's his choice, not yours. If he wants a trial, he gets a trial.
Not with me as his lawyer. We have a conflict. Let him get new counsel.
We're ready, today. Bringing in a new lawyer will delay the case for months, maybe a year.
No. I don't want to go back upstate right now. I want a trial today. I'll be my own lawyer. I'll defend myself.
That is a bad idea.
That's also a ploy. After he's convicted, he'll appeal and say that we violated his right to counsel.
I'll waive that appeal.
And later say that the waiver was unknowing.
No. I can have Miss Frutt advise me. Then I'll waive it, which means it will be knowing.
Sir, I advise you not to represent yourself if you choose.
But I have a right to, don't I? I choose to exercise that right.
May I have 1 second, Your Honor?
What are you doing?
I want to go to trial now, with or without you.
Ray, you may be nuts, but you are not crazy.
Which means my wish should be respected.
You will be convicted.
Eleanor, no, I won't.
He wants to represent himself, Your Honor.
Fine, but he'll do so with hybrid representation. Miss Frutt, I'm ordering you to assist him as standby counsel.
What?
The law says he can do it pro se, but I'm allowed to protect him.
Let him get somebody else.
No, I have you. Mr. McMurphy, once again, I must warn you that defending yourself is a very serious step. Are you sure it's one you want to take?
Yes. I've been through enough trials to know how they work. I can do this. With help.
I object to being forced to help a man convict himself.
I think what you object to, Miss Frutt, is the client taking control of his case, but that's his right. He's the one in charge, not you. Therefore, you will serve as standby counsel, and Mr. McMurphy will have his day in court. See you at 11 o'clock.
So he's defending himself?
Not my idea.
You still have to be there?
Yes. He wants copies of the local rules, a textbook on criminal procedures, and the evidence code. And you have to hurry. It starts in 2 hours.
So you're second chair to him?
Lucy, hurry. If you don't wear it, you will look guilty.
Eleanor, they're gonna know I'm in prison when they hear where I killed him. Me wearing that'll just look phony. Now, can we talk about the trial?
Go ahead. You're in charge.
That judge seems like a liberal.
He is, particularly at sentencing, which is why you should plead. A conviction takes away his discretion.
But if I waive jury and have him decide it, would he acquit me?
No. You're better off with the jury.
You still say frame up and self-defense are out?
Completely.
What other defenses do we have?
Listen, Ray, even as your backup counsel, I can't let you just make
But
something
as
up.
my advisor, you at least have to tell me what my options are.
Alibi. You were somewhere else, which won't work because you were locked in a cell.
Go on.
Insanity. The prison shrink says you're not. Necessity. Not applicable on these facts. Jury nullification. It's illegal to even argue
Go
it.
back. What's a necessity defense?
It doesn't work.
So just tell me what it is.
You killed him because somebody forced you to.
That's my defense.
No, it's not, Ray. Nobody forced you.
Eleanor, you know how you survive in prison? You grab opportunities. Now, get me some cases on necessity.
Trial on the defendant's assault charge was to begin last week, but Mr. Donnell was in the hospital as a result of another case.
Third continuance, Mr. Donnell. When will you be back in the saddle?
I'm back now, Judge.
Well, then you're in luck. We had a case plead out. We can take it today.
Today? Can I have a moment with my client?
Sure.
What do you want to do?
Get it over with.
Well, we don't have to go today. Under the law, you're entitled to more time.
Do I want more time?
It never hurts. It gives us a chance to keep investigating your defense.
Judge Borns, may I be heard? I've just realized I have a scheduling conflict. A later date would be better for me. How about, June 6th?
Okay with your client, Mr. Donnell?
Yes, that would be fine.
See you in June. We're adjourned.
Bobby, we need to talk.
Yeah, later.
You take care of yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, Mr. McMurphy will be acting pro se. That is, as his own attorney. The law requires him to comply with all evidentiary and court rules. Miss Frutt will be assisting him as standby counsel. Now, certainly, Mr. McMurphy has little or no experience in trying cases. You are to draw no inferences or conclusions as to the merits of the case based on his performance as a litigator.
We rolled the cell doors open at 5 a.m. for the day's first count. McMurphy walked out. Bauman didn't.
What did you do?
Checked the cell. Bauman was dead in his bunk, the shiv still sticking out of his chest.
Where was Mr. McMurphy?
Towing the line in front of the cell. There was blood on his shirt.
Could you tell if there'd been a fight in the cell?
Object lacks sufficient foundation.
Object. Something foundation.
The objection is sustained.
Was anything broken? Were there things strewn around?
It didn't look like a fight had taken place, no.
Thank you. Nothing further.
You got to say it anyway.
Good witnesses know how. Be careful.
Saunders.
McMurphy?
First thing you did, you took me to the deputy warden's office. And I told you I had to kill him.
Objection lacks foundation. Mr. McMurphy is not the witness here.
Sustained. The jury will disregard.
You hate my guts, right?
I hate killers.
Objection!
Sit down, Miss Frutt.
You hated me because I wouldn't kiss your ass.
You're a killer and a liar.
That's enough. The jury will disregard.
I have nothing else to ask this man.
Did you ever suspect anyone but the defendant of this murder?
No.
Object to that.
Shh, I want to hear this.
Why didn't you suspect anyone else?
It's a two-man cell. They were locked in overnight. Plus, McMurphy hated Bauman. Everyone knew it.
That's a lie.
Your Honor!
Sit down.
Other people hated Bauman.
Mr. McMurphy hated him the most. I don't know why. I just know he did.
Nice job, Ray.
You know, if you're sitting next to me, you gotta look like you're supporting me.
I am trying to.
No, you're arguing, and the jury sees it.
I am telling you when to object, Ray. I am trying to help.
So? How'd that go?
Terrible. In addition to time and opportunity, he testified that you didn't like the victim. You did establish that the witness hates you. So in your closing, you'll want to remember that and argue the bias. Now, for the warden who is up next, here's a quick lesson in hearsay.
I know what hearsay is.
Well, make sure you object. You probably won't shut it down, but you need to preserve the objection for appeal. Because his testimony is going to kill you.
As the deputy warden, I was in charge of the initial investigation.
On the day of the murder, you spoke with the defendant?
Yes.
And what, if anything, did he say?
Objection. Hearsay.
It's admissible hearsay as a declaration against interests, an admission by a party opponent.
Overruled.
He said he stabbed Bauman a couple of hours after lights out.
Recognize this?
Yes, it's the murder weapon. It's a toothbrush, filed down. Very common.
You checked it for prints?
Yes, Mr. McMurphy said we'd find his on it. And we did.
Did he say why he did it?
No.
Did he say what, if anything, Mr. Bauman was doing at the time he stabbed him?
He said Bauman was sleeping.
Thank you.
When I talked to you back in your office, I looked real scared. I was shaking, crying.
Objection. Lacks foundation. Calls for hearsay.
You used hearsay.
Mr. McMurphy is not the witness. Shaking and crying are both nonverbal, self-serving statements which are inadmissible hearsay.
Objection sustained.
So I'm not allowed to say what happened?
You're not the witness here, sir. The objection is sustained.
Every question that he asks helps my case. He's still in his jumpsuit, for God's sake. He might as well wear a sign that says convict me.
I'm just saying, be careful.
Of what?
Well, I think the guy's smarter than you give him credit for.
What am I missing?
Look, the guy may have no defense, but the jury might be seeing that as a function of no one defending him.
I introduced his confession. The jury sees there's no defense.
What the jury sees is you beating up a defenseless guy who doesn't know the law. Don't let him be an underdog in there, Alan. Remind the jury that this guy would rip out their hearts if he could. Ease off the objecting. Let him win a few procedural points.
You really think I'm in a fight here?
From what I saw, yes. Look, there's no such thing as a lay down. This office has lost cases to pro se defendants. My advice, be careful.
Are you going to testify?
I haven't decided yet.
Well, if you don't testify, how do you intend to prove that you acted out of necessity? Look, if I think this defense is a lie, I have to tell the judge.
You don't know it is a lie.
Don't treat me like an idiot,
Look,
Ray.
I'm trying the case. I don't have to tell you anything.
You want to be helpful? Get me this guy. He's being sentenced downstairs. We know each other. He'll testify for me.
Why are you doing this?
Trial prep's real important.
You know what I mean. You used to trust me, Ray. When I said plead, you did. We only fought the ones that we could win. Did I let you down? What's changed?
It's not you. More time in prison would be a death sentence for me.
Why did you kill him?
If I told you I killed him over cigarettes because he stole my last damn pack, you wouldn't believe me. Guys in prison get killed over less. Guys get killed for looking at somebody wrong. I can't take it anymore. The longer this trial lasts, the less time I got to be in prison, even if it's just for a day. That's enough.
You killed him over cigarettes.
I said, if.
Chestwick's out in the last one. Are you all right?
Just tell him I got paged. I gotta... I'll check with him later.
Hello. Is Bobby Donnellan?
You are?
Leonard Wellish. I'm with the state's outreach program. We're funded by the state legislature. We help crime victims.
Well, victim is not a word he likes to hear. Anyway, he's already given his statement to the DA.
I'm not a lawyer, ma'am. I'm here just to make sure that he's okay.
This is your defense?
He's telling you what happened.
I hated Bauman. Bauman screwed me on a drug deal. I told McMurphy, kill Bauman, or I'd kill McMurphy.
Is any of that true?
You calling me a liar?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I am calling you a liar.
Eleanor, you got another way to tell my story?
You don't have a story. The jury is not going to believe a word he says.
The jury's going to believe that he is a scary dude. They're going to believe that I would do whatever he told me to do.
They're going to prosecute you for perjury.
First, I ain't lying. Second, I'm serving 3 consecutive life terms. I'm not real worried about perjury.
Eleanor, think about it. If he testifies, then I don't have to.
Ray.
That's the beauty of it. In my other trials, you said it was iffy if I testified. You said it was bad for the jury to hear about my priors.
Yes, but...
Now I got another prior. The robbery. If I testify, Lowe gets to cross-examine me. My priors come in.
I can't let you obstruct justice.
You said juries convict guys based on priors. Right now, they don't even know what I'm in for. And Lowe can't tell them unless I testify. Having Harris tell my story is great. Admit it.
It's not a question of strategy, Ray. The law says you can't do it.
If it's not true! And you don't know if it is or it isn't.
So, no pain, no loss of appetite?
No, nothing.
He's had trouble sleeping.
I've been fine.
I know this may not be easy for you. Talking it out can relieve stress. It can speed the closure process. It can help us heal.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Bobby, you agreed to talk to him, so just...
You know what, ma'am? It might be better. Could I speak with Mr. Donald alone? Would that be okay?
Okay, I'll let the two of you talk.
The people who love us most want to help, but their concern can overwhelm.
Mr.
Wellish, if you like, call me Lenny.
Thanks, Lenny. I got work to do. Could you get the hell out of here?
This wasn't your fault.
What?
The man who beat you was crazy. You couldn't have prevented it. You couldn't even see it coming, could you?
No.
Of course not. There were no signs. Do you blame the prison?
Look, I'm not blaming anybody, and I really am busy here, so...
Mr. Donald, frankly, my observation is that you're in good shape. Let me leave you my card in case you want to talk more. And let me just get you to sign this.
What is it?
A part of the law says you need to read it. It says that you've been contacted by us and that you're okay.
Wait a second. This releases the state from any lawsuits.
Well, that's just one part of the form.
That's why you're here? Not to check on me, but to cover the Commonwealth's ass? Easy, Bobby. What are you doing?
What's the matter with you?
He's from the state attorney general's office. He's looking for a release so I won't sue.
What?
Rebecca, I want cases. State liability on failure to protect, failure to keep from harm, failure to maintain workspaces.
Bobby, hold on.
They intentionally failed to protect me. That's why the state sent them. They were at least grossly negligent.
Okay, but we don't have
Bobby,
to file...
hold on. They're to blame for this! The state knows how dangerous these inmates are. Where the hell were the guards?
You need to calm down.
Either help me with this, or leave me alone.
I knew Bauman on the outside. He was a dealer and a banger. He dealt in prison, too. I bought from him. One time he shorted me on a balloon of coke. That was him disrespecting me. He had to pay for that.
Why didn't you kill him yourself?
It ain't easy getting a guy who knows you're coming. He was a big boy. I got respect for size.
I told you I didn't want to do it, right?
I didn't give you no choice. It was you or him. One of you had to go. Either way, the word was out. You punk me, you die.
Thank you. I don't have anything else.
When did you and the defendant come up with this story?
It's the truth.
Was it yesterday when the two of you were bussed in from state prison for your court proceedings?
I knew Bauman on the outside. He was a dealer and a banger.
You've been convicted of rape, robbery, perjury, murder.
3 murders.
And you're about to be sentenced in another courtroom for your 4th.
I'm a bad man.
You're a convicted liar, sentenced to life with no chance of parole.
Okay.
So when the defendant asked you to lie for him, you had nothing to lose. Another conviction for perjury or murder. Doesn't matter.
Object. Argumentative.
He's okay.
What are you talking about?
You lie for him, there's no downside. There's an upside.
What's that?
He owes you. He's an ally. That's key in prison, especially for a guy with as many enemies as you've got.
I got no idea what you mean.
I moved to strike his whole testimony as blatantly unreliable.
That's a jury call.
Then I moved to preclude the jury from being instructed on the necessity defense.
Miss Frutt, your response?
My response? I thought I could...
Stand by counsel may argue outside the presence of the jury. I am ordering you to do so now.
Black letter law. He can't be convicted if he killed out of necessity. Mr. Harris said he told my client, kill Bauman or be killed. Necessity is a defense to murder in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.
But to raise it, the danger of death has to be immediate. Bauman was asleep. Harris wasn't even housed in the same cell block.
The Supreme Court says prisoners may raise it.
Oh, come on, Eleanor. You yourself admitted the man has no defense. It's a lie.
As the court has repeatedly pointed out, this is my client's defense, not mine.
That's no excuse. You're helping him to obstruct justice.
I am doing exactly as I was directed by the court.
The man didn't even testify. He acted out of necessity.
He doesn't need to testify. The witness established a factual basis.
Mr. Lowe, I understand you're unhappy, but I cannot strike down the man's defense.
Why not just tell the jury to acquit?
You know what? Mr. McMurphy manages to conduct himself with more professionalism and show this court more respect than you appear capable of. You might follow his example. We'll bring down the jury and proceed to closing arguments.
Two men were locked in an 8 by 10-foot cell. The defendant waited for the victim to fall asleep. Then he stood up and stabbed the sleeping man over and over and over again until he died. His prints were on the weapon. He confessed to the crime. The defense story, the one that he cooked up with his friend, is a lie. If it were true, why didn't he tell the deputy warden about it on the day he confessed? He never said anything at that time about his life being threatened. The defendant is suddenly hatching this necessity defense because he has nothing else. He's desperate. Blood, prints, motive, confession. He's desperate.
Being in court and having you people listen to me has been one of the best things in my life. That sounds weird, right? I'm on trial for murder. But in my life, nobody ever listened to me. I'm not smart like Mr. Lowe. I wasn't good at school. I made a lot of stupid decisions, and I paid for every one of them. Being in prison is the worst thing in the world. Unless you've been there, you don't know. You lock men up, they become animals. I've seen guys do things to each other, kill each other for nothing. When Harris told me, kill Bauman or be killed, I knew it was real. I could see myself lying in the shower or in the exercise yard, blood coming out of me. I knew it was me or Bauman. Why didn't I tell all this to the warden before? Because I was still in prison, and I still could have been killed. I am sorry for killing Mr. Bauman. I had to do it. I had no choice. If I hadn't killed Mr. Bauman, that man, Harris, would have killed me. Mr. Lowe calls me desperate. I am. Desperate now, like I was desperate then.
Here are the cases you wanted.
Thanks.
She cares about you, Bobby. She's worried about you. We all are. We don't know what to do to help you.
Thanks for the cases.
Bobby, you attacked a man, physically threw him out of the office. You're always there to help everybody in the firm. But for you, Bobby, you're selfish. It's selfish to never let us help you.
Now you're wearing it.
Trial's over. Nothing left but the verdict, so I figured why not.
What'd you do to your hair?
I gave myself a little trim. Figured if I'm gonna look good, I should look good.
How'd you get the haircut?
Judge's chambers. Scissors. Old habit. You see a potential weapon, you just grab it.
You seem depressed. What's wrong?
I wasn't kidding when I said that trial was the best thing in my life, Eleanor. I felt like a citizen in there.
And now it's over.
And now it's over. Bauman was real popular. If I go back to prison, I will be killed. That's why I was so desperate to have the trial now, even if I had to represent myself. Court holding cell, I survive. Prison, I don't.
Well, I could try to get you into protective custody.
No, I'm not going back.
Ray, even if you win here, you still have the remaining sentence on the robbery.
Eleanor, I am not going back.
Where's the guard? Oh my God! Ray!
Judge Mance should be careful about his scissors. Eleanor, I have the guard's gun. If you make a noise, I will have to kill you.
You will never get out of here.
Court security faces the entrances, not the exits. They don't check guys as they're leaving. Especially not guys looking like this. It's been a long time. Thanks for walking me out, Eleanor. Not that you had a choice. Ask the jury what they thought of my closing. Maybe they have some suggestions for next time.
What? Oh, my God. Despite the absence of the defendant, the law requires taking the verdict in open court. Mr. Foreman, to the charge of murder in the first degree, how say you?
Your Honor, we find a defendant, Raymond McMurphy, not guilty. To the charge of murder in the second degree, we find a defendant, Raymond McMurphy, not guilty.
It is my practice. I usually thank the jury for its service on behalf of the parties, the defendant. But at this point, I think we're done.
Considered armed, extremely dangerous, and obviously resourceful. Meanwhile, questions remain as to how a prisoner could so easily escape detection, especially since security has recently been heightened.
Incredible. The man actually walked out. Listen, if you want, I'll help you draft that complaint for the lawsuit.
Thanks.
I did some research, and the law's not bad for us. And a lawsuit could make them provide more protection for other lawyers. I mean, nobody should...
There isn't going to be any lawsuit. Not now, anyway.
Oh.
We can always file one later. Or not. Statute of limitations doesn't run for a year.
Okay.
I don't know if I can do this anymore.
Bobby.
Lindsay, that day in the cell, right before I passed out, I knew, without a shadow of a doubt, that I was going to die. And I would never see our son again. That I would never see you again. I can't stop being a lawyer, Lindsay. But I'm scared. And I don't know what to do about that.
I do.
You stinker!
Back then, I was sharp enough to stick in the ground and green enough to grow. I said yes to everything. So they had me, you see? There was nothing I could do. At this point in my career, I was just an overworked prosecutor grunt. You know the feeling? Now, this is long, long before I became the esteemed Chief Judge Fleming, winner of the State Bar Association's Lifetime Achievement Award. I'll take that. Am I being humble enough? No. In fact, I am. Right on.
I'm sorry.
You emptied the 4 bottles at your table.
Practically by myself, just a bunch of sippers.
Hey, do you guys have some gift bags over there?
Lucy, I said you could have mine.
Hey, firm springs for a table and nobody invites me? Shh. That's right, Judge Fleming. I forgot what a big deal he was to you. You know I like him even better off the bench. I'm just trying to listen.
This is the room that would be perfect for his office. Now, mind you, it's the middle of the summer, but here I am, helping the Chief Justice of the United States move furniture. I'm sweating buckets. I mean, I'm pushing this. I'm talking huge.
Let's talk about Cassell.
Tomorrow in court, huh?
Now, I know you think the Cassell case hinges on consent, but...
You're in no shape to argue this tonight, Counselor.
Can you two take it outside?
Very good idea. Bob, your client is a bad man. He deserves to be in jail. I'm not letting him back out on the street.
Maybe not, but you're gonna buy me a new tie.
I mean it.
I can see that.
You're not taking me seriously. This is gonna go to trial, and buddy, I'm gonna win.
At which time you arrived at the defendant's house?
Yes, correct.
Now, Officer Chen, can you describe what transpired?
I knocked on the door, announced my presence. Cassell's girlfriend answered, said he wasn't home. I requested permission to search the premises, and she, the girlfriend, granted my request. I did a protective sweep of the common area, then I heard someone talking down the hall.
And at that point,
I approached the room with my weapon drawn, pushed open the door, and entered.
was anyone inside?
No, it was the TV. Politically incorrect. But right there in the corner, in plain sight, was a box filled with plastic wrap bricks of what appeared to be narcotics. Cocaine.
You say you heard the television.
I heard someone talking. I thought it might be the defendant.
Did you hear anything else? A band playing, laughter from an audience?
Just talking.
You opened the door, and this is where you saw the television.
No, it turned out to be coming from the next room.
So there was no talking from this room after all?
No.
And yet you still saw fit to enter the room and continue your search?
The box was right there.
And you say it was Mr. Cassell's girlfriend who consented to your search?
That's right.
Where is the girlfriend? I would think she'd be here.
She hasn't come forward. We can't find her.
No further questions, Your Honor.
The witness may step down.
Your Honor, move to suppress due to the fact that my client was denied his Fourth Amendment rights. Officer Chen had no right to search.
Your Honor, Officer Chen relied on the girlfriend's apparent authority to consent.
We deny the girlfriend ever gave consent. It's hearsay. We don't stipulate it ever happened. Furthermore, Officer Chen's account of discovering the drugs is riddled with contradictions.
Not true, Your Honor. Officer Chen testified he heard talking.
He heard the television, and not even from the room in question.
Regardless, the search of the room was part of a protective sweep. Once inside, the evidence was in plain sight.
Fruit of the poisonous tree. The fact of the matter is...
Thank you, counsel. Well argued. I must say, I'm not entirely certain that a ruling would even be appropriate at this juncture, without the benefit of additional evidence that might arise at trial. I think we could all benefit from more time. But the defendant is entitled to a speedy trial, and a speedy trial he shall get. Accordingly, I'll reserve my ruling on this matter while allowing the trial to go forward. The clerk will set a date for jury selection. We're adjourned.
Your Honor.
Thank you, counsel.
Yeah.
Helen Gamble.
Yes.
Greg Mitchell, U.S. Attorney's Office.
You guys recruiting door to door these days?
It's my understanding Judge Fleming left the ball in the air this morning. You never know with these suppression issues.
Since when does the U.S. Attorney's Office take an interest in a state possession case?
Actually, I can think of a couple dozen federal cases we'd like to pawn off on you.
What's this about?
Ms. Gamble. How well do you know Judge Fleming?
I've appeared before him a number of times. When he was a DA, we all sat in on his trials. In fact, I was at a dinner last night honoring...
We have reason to believe Judge Fleming has been accepting bribes.
Come on.
Now, in this case that you're handling, he might eventually admit the evidence to compensate for his recent spate of suppressions and acquittals, and to check any attention he might have already drawn to himself.
And he may admit the evidence because I established a valid reason for him to do so.
Well, with all due respect, we don't think so. By reserving his ruling, he is sending a message that he is open for a bribe. This has been his MO in over a dozen cases that we've reviewed.
It never occurred to you that he may just prefer not to make impulsive decisions from the bench?
We have a witness. We have a federal prisoner who's looking to reduce his sentence on a robbery conviction.
Well, that's reliable.
This prisoner says in a previous case, his lawyer paid Judge Fleming $5 grand for an acquittal. And we have evidence of similar payoffs. The Department of Justice has been looking at this case for over 8 months.
Have you approached any of the attorneys in those cases, spoken with anyone upstairs?
No, we're concerned with tipping off the judge. We prefer in these matters to handle this through a sting. We create a case, and then we assign an attorney who we think might be involved.
Is that what this is? You want me to prosecute a fabricated case?
Actually, Ms. Gamble, you already are.
What's going on? Cassell, what are you doing here?
Bobby, it's okay.
Like hell it is. You can't meet with my client without my approval.
Greg Mitchell, AUSA. And this is Agent Donegan, FBI.
How you doing, Mr. Donald?
You're a Fed?
Same with my idiot cop, Chen. I had no idea.
What is this?
We think Judge Fleming is on the take. We've been observing him for some time now, and we plan to bring him down with this trial.
Get out of my office.
You have a very impressive track record in front of Judge Fleming.
You think I'm somehow in on this?
Well, we were suspicious, but based on your interactions with Agent Donegan, we're no longer targeting you. You're off the hook. It's official.
Are you involved in this?
What? Bobby, no. I tried to shut this down. Look, I think you should at least listen.
We want you to offer Judge Fleming a bribe.
Forget it.
Bobby. Can I call you Bobby? Bobby, you're missing the bigger picture here. The Office of U.S. Attorney and the grand jury have invested a great deal of time and money in this investigation, and your cooperation would be greatly valued. But your failure to cooperate, well, that would create a problem. And I think you can appreciate that we will do everything that we can to get you to cooperate.
Are you threatening me?
No, I'm stating a fact. And the fact is that you may well find yourself and this firm conflicted out of all superior court cases until this investigation is completed. And who knows how long that'll take without your cooperation. So, if you want to stay in business, you're going to do whatever we say.
What if Fleming's clean? You offer him a bribe, he tells you to take a walk. Now he thinks you're dirty.
Helen would not let Bobby take the fall. They'll just have to suck it up, tell the judge they made a mistake, and that they forced Bobby to participate.
Fleming is very popular, and judges talk. And there's nothing to stop him from turning every judge on the state and federal bench against us. All our careers could be over.
If Fleming is dirty, which is doubtful, his friends are going to resent us for bringing him down.
Count on it.
Don't you think the majority would be outraged if he is on the take? Wouldn't they be glad we got him?
You're kidding yourself, Rebecca. Operation Greylord in Chicago, judges got busted, and most of the people who wore the wires ended up pariahs.
Because they'd been on the take and only set up others to save themselves.
People will assume the same about us.
Look, obviously I don't want to do this. I agree the risk is tremendous. But I just wonder if angering the U.S. attorney isn't a bigger risk. Lindsay.
My first jury trial was in front of Fleming. It lasted 3 months. He was fair, considerate, more than competent. I came to like and admire him very much. He remains the best judge I have ever appeared before.
He has his share of believers. I'm one of them, Lindsay.
You can't do this. Don't let Mitchell use you like this, or use us.
We're not doing anything wrong.
I'm not so sure that matters. He better be guilty.
This is just like Donnie Brasco.
Lucy, do you mind?
Actually, Brasco was FBI.
How amazing was Johnny Depp?
Johnny Depp is an actor. The real Donnie Brasco was amazing.
You knew him?
Can we get on with this?
Fleming is going to need a signal that you want a deal. So the first thing that you do in court this morning is you waive the jury and you request a bench trial.
I'll have to consult with my client.
This is how most defense attorneys seem to be approaching the judge. It shows that you're willing to put your fate in his hands.
Okay, say something.
You're pissing me off.
Perfect. Okay, you can button up. Keep this in your pocket. When you're ready to record, click it once, and you're rolling.
How am I getting through security wearing this?
You walk through the detector carrying your keys. We're going to have someone stationed there. And when the alarm goes off, you just do what you're told and you'll be fine.
Empty your pockets, please. Step back through. Spread your arms.
You take him over there.
Oh, okay.
Spread your arms, sir. Appreciate it. You're all set.
It's done.
All rise. Be seated.
All right, then. In the matter of the Commonwealth versus Cassell, if there are no further motions in limine, I believe we are ready to begin jury selection. In regards to voir dire, counsel, as you may know, I typically...
Your Honor, if I may.
You have a lot to add these days, it seems, Mr. Donnell.
Actually, my client has decided to waive a jury and request a bench trial.
Mr. Cassell? Mr. Cassell, you understand that once you waive this right, the decision cannot be undone. Your fate will rest in my hands alone.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Gamble, the Commonwealth is equally entitled to try its case before a jury. Do you have any objection to Mr. Cassell's waiver request?
No, Your Honor, we're amenable.
Very well, then. We'll begin with opening statements after lunch. Until then, we're in recess.
You hating this as much as me?
More.
Not possible.
Trust me.
Can I? Trust you? I mean, I don't know who to believe anymore. Who are the good guys? Who are the bad?
It was a lot easier when they all wore black and white hats. I mean, first we give Fleming a Lifetime Achievement Award. Now we're trying to crack him over the head with it. Oh, and by the way, sorry for pulling you onto the floor.
Anytime. Judge?
Mr. Donnell?
Did you enjoy your dinner the other night?
Oh, very much so. Very much.
Rumor has it that you're up for a circuit appointment.
Well, I learned a long time ago not to put too much stock in rumors. You'd be wise to do the same. Of course, I'm not complaining. It's nice to know there are people out there taking the rumor seriously.
I suppose it is. Judge, I've been weighing my options in the case before you, and well, to be candid, the DA's offered a deal, a somewhat reasonable deal, in my opinion. I don't know if it's the right.
Mr. Donnell, are you asking me to handicap this case for you?
Thinking out loud, Your Honor.
Well, keep it to yourself next time. That way our pleasant chat won't seem more like a highly improper ex parte discussion.
Judge, I had no intention.
We're done.
The man cut me off way before I even got close to a bribe. He berated me for initiating an ex parte discussion.
I know, I heard. I was listening. He is testing you.
I don't buy that, all right? I was there.
Look, this is a mistake. This man has done nothing improper in this case. Every ruling, every word out of his mouth has a legitimate explanation.
Look, it's understandable that the two of you are nervous. It is normal in an undercover operation.
I'm getting out, and you should do the same.
Bobby, it is not that simple.
No, it's very simple. As soon as Fleming takes the bench, Helen will announce that a deal has been made and the case will be dismissed.
Nobody's announcing anything.
If you don't do it, I'll do it for you.
I cannot allow that, Bobby.
You son of a bitch! You come in here with complete disregard for what we do day in and day out, and all you're really aiming for is some high-profile case so you get the most ink in the press, get the most bang for your buck.
That's right.
Just so you can let everyone know you're a big shot doing your job and we can all sleep safe at night.
Judge Fleming is the most important and influential jurist in your district. He's supposed to stand for all that is right, and he is a crook.
I don't know that, and I will not help you entrap an innocent judge.
Bobby,
Let me remind you that there will be major repercussions if you jeopardize this investigation.
I suggest you make this case go away quietly. Because I am done.
Mr. Donald. Walter Cates. Judge Fleming's clerk.
Yes, right. Of course, I'm sorry. I'm on my way to the courtroom now.
Actually, the judge would like to see you in chambers.
You know, I need to check with my firm, and I don't want to delay our afternoon session. Would you ask the judge if he could see me at the end of the day?
Judge Fleming would like to see you now.
Of course. Judge, you asked to see me?
Thank you, Walter. You ever read any of this fellow's work?
Can't say that I have.
Believes the only way true justice can be built is if it's based on a foundation of a single, shared worldview. Pretty radical stuff. I got the book as a gift, so I suppose it doesn't much matter. I won't be finishing it. I know we all go through the security mill out there, but you can never be sure who'll try to sneak what in these days, so you don't mind if I see for myself, do you, Counselor?
No, of course not.
Fine, thank you. You'll learn to be careful too, Mr. Donald. You never know who's listening. In the courtroom, in the public restroom.
Yes, sir.
So, what was it you wanted?
I'm not quite sure.
Have a seat, Bobby. Relax. I've hung my judicial robes at the door. We're simply two men having a conversation. Earlier, you referred to a deal proffered by the assistant DA. What exactly are we talking about?
3 years.
I see. How does that sound to your client?
He'd prefer less.
Touche. Touche. Which brings you to me, is that right? You'd like to make a deal, too?
If possible, Your Honor, yes. I would.
$10,000.
I'll need time to get the money together.
Yes, well, I have no intention of sitting through an entire trial when I already know the result. If we're doing this, we do it today. You can have an hour.
I think I can make that happen.
Then I think you've got an acquittal. Bobby. You want this book? It's yours for the taking if you like.
Thanks anyway. He made the offer.
And you didn't have the wire?
I'm lucky I didn't. He patted me down.
Why couldn't you have stalled?
I tried. He insisted I see him immediately.
All right, never mind. So what happened? Was he specific?
He wants 10 grand in an hour. The clerk told me to call him when I'm ready.
He's aware of the arrangement.
It seems.
We're on. Let's go.
Walter, Bobby Donald. I'm approaching the building. Are we clear? Globe? Good.
What's he waiting for?
This guy's killing me. Come on already.
There he goes, there he goes.
I don't believe this.
Get that old man out of there.
Nice work, Walter.
Be seated.
We meet again. In the matter of the Commonwealth versus Cassell.
Your Honor, in light of the jury waiver and in the interest of expediency, the Commonwealth is prepared to forego its opening statement and move forward with its first witness.
The gesture is appreciated, Counselor. Appreciated, and yet as circumstance would have it unnecessary.
I'm sorry?
Over lunch, I had the opportunity to sink my teeth into the issues raised by counsel in relation to the defendant's motion to suppress. And having been designated the sole fact finder, my stated concerns about the intertwining of fact and law are now moot. I am prepared to rule.
I see.
After extended consideration of the testimony and applicable case law, it is my conclusion that the state's procurement of the narcotics resulted from a search that improperly exceeded the parameters of the Fourth Amendment. And while it pains me greatly to bar the introduction of such plainly incriminating evidence, the state's infringement of the rights of the defendant leaves me no other option. The motion to suppress is therefore granted.
Your Honor, the defendant moves for dismissal of all charges.
Ms. Gamble, read my written ruling. I don't see any way around this.
The prosecution places its objection on the record.
Very well, then. Noted. Case is dismissed.
Okay, let's go.
Judge Charles Fleming,
What's going on?
Federal Bureau of Investigation.
This is my courtroom. How dare you come in here like this?
Judge Fleming, you're under arrest.
What are you talking about? You don't have any authority. What is happening?
You're under arrest for accepting bribes, extortion, obstruction of justice, and racketeering under Title 18 U.S.C. Section 1962. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, an attorney will be appointed for you.
Please. Are you guilty of bribery charges, sir? Do we have a comment? Please, Judge. We have a comment, please. Please, a comment. How much money is involved here? How much money are we talking about in the alleged bribery?
And with reference to the remaining counts, how does the defendant plead?
My client pleads not guilty to each and every one of those charges as well, Your Honor.
Very well. The court will schedule a preliminary hearing for 1 week from today.
In the interim, we request that Judge Fleming be released on his own recognizance.
The prosecution believes that the defendant poses a flight risk.
Your Honor, Judge Fleming is a highly respected
Furthermore,
jurist.
due to the nature of the allegations, there is also the very real potential for witness tampering.
Your Honor,
the government accordingly requests that the defendant be held without bail.
Your Honor, I'll ignore the fact that pretrial detention is not meant to be a punishment. But proposing incarceration after arresting my client without even the flimsiest of evidence is unconscionable.
While this arraignment is not the time to debate this case, I will remind defense counsel that we have a witness who will testify to the judge's solicitation, as well as a videotape of the money drop.
Gentlemen, please. Let's bring this down a few notches, shall we? Mr. Anderson.
Judge Fleming appears nowhere on this videotape, and there's no reason to believe he was involved in any alleged scheme in any way.
Your Honor, as I said, these are issues to be raised at trial.
This already shaky case, where there is no audio or video documentation of my client's involvement, is based on the highly questionable testimony of one man, Attorney Bobby Donald.
I have to object.
Bobby Donald, the prosecution's only witness, was charged with the passing of information from the DA's office that resulted in the deaths of 2 police officers. He was also charged with the murder of a third man, William Hinks.
Mr. Donald was cleared of any wrongdoing in both cases, Your Honor.
Are we to believe anything that Mr. Donald says? In fact, I have it on authority that the very reason Mr. Donald was chosen to try to pull off this alleged sting operation in the first place...
We are not here to talk...
Mr. Mitchell, be grateful I am not exposing all of your so-called witnesses' well-documented exploits, both in and out of the courtroom. But, for reasons of this hearing, is Judge Fleming a flight risk? No. Does he present a danger to the community? Certainly not. Your Honor, all I ask is that you consider the merits of this case before denying his liberty. Mr. Donald is not the kind of person this great country's Department of Justice should be relying on in its search for truth. The people certainly deserve better than Bobby Donald.
Defendant will surrender his passport to the clerk of the court. Bail is set at $25,000.
You seen where Bobby went?
I didn't notice, no. Now, I'll be honest, in the end, it's worth all the trouble, don't you think?
What are you talking about?
We got him.
Got him? You haven't gone to trial.
Well, we probably won't. Most likely Fleming will plead. He'll resign from the bench. He'll serve maybe 3 years and get probation for 2.
Look, Anderson just hung Bobby out to dry in there. You plead this out, you'll give everyone the impression the feds can't build a case on Bobby's testimony.
We probably can't.
Then why did you involve him in the first place?
He was our best shot at making this investigation a success.
No matter what the cost.
Look, I have to decide if I can win this case. The clerk's not talking, and Donald simply lacks credibility. Now, we have limited resources, and I'm not about to spend them on some long, expensive trial just to see that Fleming winds up in jail. He's off the bench. He's gone. That's all that matters.
Let me talk to Fleming. I'll be the good cop. He knows me. There's got to be more there. Look, it's the least you can do after coming in here and making such a mess.
I don't know the purpose of this. My client maintains his innocence. We have nothing to offer.
Your Honor, you're not the real target of the government's investigation. They're simply looking for a way in. They still need to know how many others were involved in the scheme.
Helen, don't treat me like a child. And let's not waste any time discussing a scheme. There was no scheme.
If you reveal the attorneys who participated, the Department of Justice will make you a reasonable offer. Please, consider taking advantage of this. You can help yourself here.
He'll help himself by seeing this through to trial. Do you honestly expect to prove this beyond a reasonable doubt? On what basis? Bobby Donald's testimony?
If we could have just another minute, I think we can make some progress here.
Your Honor, I'm so sorry.
Get him out of here.
Sure. Mr. Fleming?
I need time to consult with my client.
Hey. I got a call from a friend who sits federal court, so I know what happened. It's a big deal. About Fleming, of course, but also about Bobby getting lynched by Anderson.
I came by to see how he's doing.
He's in his office. He won't talk.
Oh, that's Bobby.
Yeah. That's Bobby. Now, I should have been at the arraignment, but I've been up to my neck with work, and Judge Fleming is someone I admired, so out of respect, Bobby didn't want me there.
Did he say that?
Oh, come on, Helen. Bobby can make his point perfectly clear without saying a word.
Lindsay, I hope you know this isn't about Bobby shutting you out. I think when he's up against his demons, he'd rather battle them alone. I happen to be along for the ride on this one.
I'm glad you can be there for him. Donald Young Dolan Front. Yeah, sure. It's your office.
Hello? I'll be right over. Judge Fleming and his attorneys are requesting a meeting. Looks like they're ready to make a deal.
Let me say at the outset, I am still far from convinced you have enough evidence for conviction. But to avoid the mud of a media-saturated trial, Judge Fleming may be willing to assist your investigation.
Maybe?
We're not rolling over here. Unless the deal is more than fair, the judge is prepared to go to trial.
We have the clerk's testimony.
Continue, Mr. Anderson.
In exchange for Judge Fleming's full cooperation, we expect the government to drop both the RICO and the Hobbs Act counts.
That's the entire federal case.
You still have state-based fraud. 5 years. My client serves 3.
Well, that would be a hell of a deal. For you.
That's what we want.
I'm certainly not committing to that.
In addition, we're prepared to provide detailed records maintained by Judge Fleming over a period of 6 years. The records implicate 15 attorneys.
I suspect we'll be able to work something out.
Is it possible you're deriving satisfaction from all of this, Helen?
No, Your Honor, I am not.
In all the times you've appeared before me, I think you know that I've been an even-handed, decent, if not humane, jurist. For nearly 30 years, my job, my charge, has been to make reasoned, dispassionate decisions. And that is what I have done. Always. Imperfect, I will admit that I may have overstepped my boundaries, but it was not, as you suggest, Mr. Mitchell, a matter of craven desire. On those occasions when I was approached for a favor, I did not, allow a lesser argument to triumph over a better one. Wrong must never win by technicality. Now then, I have done nothing illicit. What I did do was expedite cases that came before me. If I benefited from such, well then, so be it.
This is not about expediting anything.
Wisdom is justified by her children, Mr. Mitchell. Look at my record. Listen to what my colleagues have to say about me. You are in no position to judge. From what I have seen on the bench, ill-prepared, uncommitted, addled attorneys who fall asleep at trial, who are unable to prepare an articulate brief. Are these the ones best suited to mete out justice? I've devoted my life to being a judge. And though the courtroom be an adversarial arena, I am more than a referee, sir. More than a linesman. I am the game. Well, at any rate, I suppose this gives you great bragging rights with the rest of the politicos in your office.
Forgive me, Your Honor. You being here has nothing to do with me or Bobby Donnell. Only thing I have derived from my participation is a profound sadness. I watched and learned from you, sir.
It appears that chapter is closed. You have cast out the dirty judge. Justice is restored. So there it is. Here's the list of names. No one has reviewed it, not even my attorney. Let the bloodbath begin. Clever.
He was very... It's as if there was no doubt in his mind this was his way out.
He could have started over.
Uh-huh. I think that's probably what frightened him. Nobody can really start over, can they?
I'm sorry I had to be there.
Yeah. After it happened, it was a madhouse. Between the cops and paramedics. I came right up here and called you. I didn't know what else to do.
I'm glad you did.
How are you doing?
This, today was a really lousy day.
Yeah. Your wife's worried about you.
She's always worried about me. You be okay tonight?
Yes. Bobby, in all the confusion, before Mitchell took Fleming's file, I had a chance to look through it. I actually removed a folder.
That bastard. Are you accusing me of something?
Of course not.
This is bogus, Helen. Fleming was trying to get even, and by the time I clear my name, he will have succeeded. That bastard. Thanks for warning me.
Okay.